is up to everybody out there? Welcome to another edition of the Round Table Talk. I am your host, C Money, and we are in beautiful West Palm Beach, Florida. Um, we're going to be visiting, in this episode, we're going to be walking around downtown Fort Lauderdale, maybe a two-part episode. We're going to be walking in downtown Fort Lauderdale. Not downtown Fort Lauderdale, I'm sorry, downtown West Palm Beach and adjacent areas of it. We are now at I think this is called a Tomato Center, where this is like a multi-transit hub in West Palm Beach. As you can see here, this is where the West Palm Beach main bus terminal is at. And also, as you can see, this is the train station for Tri-Rail and Amtrak. I just got off the Tri-Rail less than about 5 minutes ago or so. And it's a multiple transit center, because you have the Palm Beach transit buses, you have Tri-Rail and Amtrak, and also here you have Greyhound as well, which is probably on this end of the track. We're going to walk through here. And the funniest thing about this station is this station actually have a restaurant, which is a pizza, grill, and deli. And there's the restaurant right there. Normally you don't, like most of the stations, you don't have a restaurant. Like, welcome to the Palm Beach, welcome to West Palm Beach. This is the Amtrak Tri-Rail service at North End up the station by bridge. Yes. Majority of the Tri-Rail stations, like, there are not many. Okay, over here, this is where people, I guess, see that. I'm guessing Greyhound is over this way. Let's take a walk over this way. I'm looking for Greyhound house day buses. I've taken Greyhound before. What made me inspired to come up here is because this past weekend, previous weekend, I was up in Orlando with a few friends, and I was visiting for Labor Day weekend, Greyhound Express package. And a friend of mine that's stays up here in Palm Beach, and I had to come up here to actually see them. And we rode up to Orlando. This is Greyhound right here. So when I went up there, I was like, okay, so I actually was like, oh, I need to come back up here and do a video. So that's exactly right there. Okay, so this is the area where Greyhound picks up their buses right here. There's like 3 bus stations right here. So this is where Greyhound pick up their buses. So, okay. This is 4th District Court of Appeal, whatever that is. That's probably a courthouse. Now we're going to take a quick stroll. All right, we're going to take a stroll down to, it says Seaboard Train Station, Clementa Street, City Hall, Mandel Public Library, Bright Line Station, County Government Center, Trade for School of the Arts, Kravitz Center for the Performing Arts, Palm Beach County Convention Center. So, this is West Palm Beach. I'm here, so we're gonna go. We're gonna take a stroll down the street. We're gonna take a quick stroll down the street. Now, I have not been up here in about maybe 6+ years. The last time I was here, it was basically, I came around my birthday time, and it was quite some time, and I wanted to visit, and I went to City Place, which I did my research. I believe that City Place has been renamed, if I'm not mistaken. So, I visited Palm Beach several times because, as you know, one of my favorite hotspots is Boomers. And I was at Boomers about 2 weeks ago for a birthday party for my nephew. So I ended up at Boomers. So Palm Beach County, I'm always here because Boomers in Boca Raton is one of my favorite spots. visiting West Palm Beach in general. I have not been here in the actual Palm Beach, like downtown West Palm Beach, in God knows how long, about 5, 6 plus years. I've been up here and it's been crazy. I went to um, City Place. They had a little ice skating rink for the kids outside. I ate at an Italian restaurant. I ended up at a bowling alley and played some of the arcade video games at a bowling alley, which probably does not exist now because, you know, a lot of, over the years, things change. So we're gonna give it that notion. So we're gonna walk in the area. So I'm giving you an adept understanding of the area of West Palm Beach. We just left the West Palm Beach Tri-Rail, Amtrak, and Multi-Model Center, which houses the, like I said, the Palm Beach County buses and everything else. So what I'm doing now is taking a walk, but I have to let you see for yourself. I mean, if you know, or if you've been up in this area, then you actually would probably know more about this area than I do. If you do, give me a ring, email, or comment at the bottom of this page. Palm Beach County Community Services Department. The reason why I'm up here, another reason why I'm up here is because Palm Beach County is a part of South Florida. South Florida, which is Palm Beach County, Broward County, and Miami-Dade County. And I really haven't did any videos in Palm Beach, which is strikes me to say, okay, I'll do it. Now, if you're going to Palm Beach or you're visiting from any like South Florida or whatever, and you're taking the train, I suggest going on a weekend. The Tri-Rail is only $5 on the weekend. When I came up here the other week, when I was coming up, we left on a Saturday, so it was $5 to come up here, but we came back on a Tuesday. It was $8.75 for one way for me to get from here to Miami. So I recommend you come on the weekend. It's a $5 weekend pass, which you can come up and go back, for $5, because, apparently they want people to, because they get more riders on weekdays than they do weekends, because a lot of people on the weekdays, they go to work and stuff like that. As you can see, you can't see, I'm wearing all white because of the fact that it is hot out here. It did rain while we was on the train coming up this way in the Fort Lauderdale area, so I was like, oh, I hope it don't really rain. But eventually I'm going to take a pause on the video because I'm not going to do too much of walking with the video, because we might have to do a part 2 to this video. So we're going to take a brief pause. I'm just giving you a little bit of depth of the area that we're in. We're also going to stop by the Bright Line Station. I've never visited the Bright Line Station in West Palm Beach. I've only, normally when I take Bright Line, I take it to the Fort Lauderdale Station. And that's only when, like most of the time I take, like, if I'm going out at night or something like that, or if I'm, going close to downtown Fort Lauderdale, or if I miss the Tri-Rail and I want to take the train, I'll take the Bright Line, because the Bright Line is a quicker way to get to, because they only have a few stops. So we're going to take a look at that as well. So we're going to take a brief second and we'll be back. Okay, fast forward. Yesterday I was Googling hotels in the downtown West Palm Beach area because I was saying maybe one day I'd like to come and stay the night up here and explore West Palm Beach more. Because for me, I would have to get up early in the morning and come out because it's like an hour plus ride. My commute started at 10:30 in the morning and I got here at 12 o'clock. So that's like an hour and a half commute on the train to get up here. So I always said, I wanted to see how, a hotel or whatever, to see what, to stay at night. And this is one of the hotels that I found online, Hotel Everina, right? And, didn't know what type of hotel it was. This is probably one of those old-fashioned hotels that was back in the early days, but, nice. But I was, looking up you know, hotels to say, not for this weekend, but for future reference, like if I want to stay the night, because if I stay the night in West Palm Beach, it will be more of, I can explore the city more and have explore more of the nightlife. Because of course, the trains is what, the trains doesn't run on a nightly basis. I mean, doesn't run all night. You know, they don't have like 24-hour train service. And of course, the bus service up here in Palm Beach County runs only up to like 8 o'clock. The main bus route only runs up to 8 o'clock, and other bus routes runs to like 6 or 7. Parkline residences. So this is probably, oh yes, and right, we are now coming to the Bright Line West Palm Beach station, which is, if you can see, there's a train already up over there. You can't really see, that's why we're going to get close. And I think this is the Bright Line parking lot for over here. Bright Line, I'm actually amazed because in Miami, the Bright Line station is a little bit further out. It's not this close to the West Palm Beach It's not this close to the Traveler station. So yes, this is Bright Line right here. To get to Bright Line, this is it. So now what we're gonna do now is we're gonna turn around and we're gonna go back. We're gonna head this way to get to the area, because basically we have reached the Bright Line station. I mean, I pretty much wanted to see the Bright Line station, so that's why that's why I wanted to come this way to take a glimpse at the Bright Line station, because this station is the last stop for right now until Bright Line extend their service to Orlando, which is supposed to be sometime, which was supposed to be sometime this year, but it is now September, so their service, their extension to Orlando might not be into next year, because they are now promoting that they're doing that you can start ordering your tickets to Orlando, but they don't have it where it has started service to Orlando. So there's a lot of restaurants over here. We're going to take another brief pause and we're going to come back. The Roundtable Talk, West Palm Beach. Yeah, a quick brief. This is the Publix I remember, because I remember walking towards the Publix when I was heading to downtown West Palm Beach to City Place. I remember the Publix that was here. Back then, I didn't have a lot of the tools that I have now, as far as when I visited West Palm Beach back then, to say, okay, I Googled this and Googled that and Googled that. So that's why it was kind of a, like, a kind of a still stand for me. So I'm guessing this is the free ride stop. Get a free little freebie ride. Okay, let me go down this way. This is called Rosemary Square, which is one of the locations here. This is probably where, what you call it, City Places is at. It's called Rosemary Square, so this is probably where City Places is at. There's a stop sign there. So we're gonna eventually cross the street. I just want to get these cars out of the way. Go ahead. Okay, let's cross the street. By the way, this is Saturday. I'm here on a Saturday. So if you want to get an understanding, most of my videos that I do now, I update them with the dates on them so you can get an understanding where these are recorded. Because sometimes I record these videos and I don't upload them till later on. Like, if I, on Wi-Fi or anything, because I don't want to use up all my data to record videos. So most of these videos are like recorded and then uploaded later down the line. So what I end up doing is I'll add the date to them, so you'll know, even though this video was uploaded today, it was recorded like maybe 3-4 days ago. So I do it like that. So I'm gonna walk this way. Hello. Oh, maybe there's a way to go this way, because it's alright. So we're gonna cross over, but it's more of a, yeah, okay, I guess you can go this way, because I see people crossing the street. So let's walk this way. There's a pedestrian walkway. They're doing construction here. They're telling you that you can walk this way, but they have a line out. Well, I think we're coming up to City Place, if I'm not mistaken, because a lot of these places, like I said, I haven't been to West Palm Beach in years, a few years, so it's kind of, different now, because like Miami, of course, downtown Miami, a lot of places have been closed and rebuilt, because now you have high rises and condos and new buildings that are on the horizon around the downtown Miami area. And it's the same thing with West Palm Beach. It's the same thing with Fort Lauderdale. You have a lot of high rises, and you gotta have a lot of areas that are being built up. This is called the Square, shops and restaurants. So this is probably what used to be City Place. Of course, this is the Cheesecake Factory. You can't see most of the words because it's hidden, but this is the Cheesecake Factory. There's a Starbucks right there. There's a whatever this is, I don't know. A Howie Mandel. I'm guessing that's that's one of his stores. I don't know. Convention Center, Kravis Center, Guest Services, Hot Biscuits Garage. There's the H&M here. Yeah, I believe this is what used to be City Place, which is now called the Square. So this is the area. There used to be like I told you, there used to be a bowling alley here. There is no longer a bowling alley. Yeah, I remember the little ice skating rink was over here somewhere. I'm gonna probably walk through here because a lot of these places are now obsolete. So we're gonna True Food Kitchen. That's probably a restaurant. A little water park area for the kids, a little place for the people. Gonna walk over and see what's over here. I mean, pretty much this is downtown West Palm Beach with some amenities. So you come out and you take a look, and it has changed over the years to the point that, if you don't visit, I am a firm believer, and I try to tell people, visit your cities often, regardless of whatever city that you live in. Visit them often, because they could change, and they could, change, and things could corrupt. Like, they could rebuild and remodel. I remember there was a movie did over here as well, upstairs. Want to go see where it's at, if it still exists. The original Untouched shirt. Let me go this way because garden shop. You know, you have a lot of these restaurants. Let me see what restaurants lines over here, just along. You know, you have a lot of places over here. I don't remember where exactly the actual um the actual bowling alley was. I believe the movie theater was up this way. So there's a lot of things that you know, you take heed. I'm gonna walk this way. You might, yeah, I think the movie theater was over here this way. I see this area is being under construction, so that's probably why they have it blocked off. And I believe, yeah, because I see the movie theater was over here, because I see the little movie theater signs right there. So they're probably renovating the movie theater. Now, as far as anything else, I don't know where everything else is at. And I can only imagine how this is turning out and everything. This is basically downtown West Palm Beach. We're probably going to do another part 2 just to give you a depth of how this turns out. So if you really want to get to the square, which is formerly City Place, your closest train will be Brightline, because Brightline gets you there closer. But I took Travel because it's $5 all day on Saturday, and it's $5 all day on Sunday. So you're only spending, if you come up here twice, it's $10. Hence, if you're paying for a round trip going back and forth on a weekday, you're paying more. So this would be C-Track, Stink Train, and this would be here. We're gonna take another little walk. Here, that's the area. This is the little area. We're gonna take this is probably it. We're gonna take another little train. It's probably a train that's going up to West Palm Beach for now. So that's probably the train. So we're gonna come over. Want to walk up this street a little bit. We're gonna see what other areas that they have going on. I know I'm not probably gonna be out here as much or long. I just wanted to check out downtown for West Palm Beach. There are other hotspots in West Palm Beach that besides Boomers, that I haven't did as a video. You know, you have Fun Depot, which is another place like Boomers. You have Rapids Water Park, which is a water park in West Palm Beach. I've passed through it on the bus, but I've never actually been there. You have Deer Park Zoo, which I've never been to, which would be something interesting to do. You have Lion Country Safari, which I did. The only thing about Lion Country Safari is you must have a vehicle. If you don't have a vehicle, they'll provide you with a vehicle, but of course you must have license to operate their vehicles, because they do rent out their vans, but you must have a license to operate it. And it is far out west. So if you are trying to go, you know, I visited maybe back in 2018, and it was interesting. So I'm gonna come back over this way, you know. Oh, here is the map. It has been changed to the square. So let's see, Arts and Entertainment, New Wave Artist in Residence Studio. Yeah, they don't have a lot of Arts and Entertainment. Is New Wave Artist in Residence Studio. That's the only thing they have. A lot of they don't have nothing else as far as anything. Oh wow. So you're likely not to get much out of here. So let's go to, let me see. Not much, you might not have to do it. video. So we're just gonna come over here for a second. I'm gonna go sit down for a second. Apparently there's not much here. Apparently this has changed over the years since I've been here, so you're not gonna really see as much that when I've seen back then. The bowling alley, you know, there was a Italian restaurant here. Well, there probably is another Italian, but it's probably not the same Italian restaurant that was here when I visited years ago. And it's a lot of, you know, different changes. They have a little splash park for the kids. So apparently it's a different concept. So, okay. We are now going to go and sit down for a second. We're going to go hang out over here for a second. I'm going to take a little bit of walk. Well, actually, I probably won't have to do another video of this because we are not only have a live performer that's there. So we probably won't have to do another video because this is basically it. Well, no, I'm going to do another video. I'm going to basically do a part 2 of downtown West Palm Beach because, you know, to come out here and sit out here and to see this. Yeah, I believe where the Cheesecake Factory is at is basically where the bowling alley was. Or where they're doing the construction site, because I remember the bowling alley was sitting towards the end of a shopping line. So I believe where the Cheesecake Factory is probably where the bowling alley was, or was on the other side where they're doing the construction there. I'm not for sure because I haven't really gasped this yet. This is one of them places where you probably won't see me come out here as much. So we're gonna walk down this way as well too, and see what's down here. You know, well, let me get out of the sun because it's kind of hot. So let me get out of the sun. There's a Natuzzi. Oh, there's a LA Fitness over there where you can get your exercise on. So there's a lot of places. In the near future, you know, I will be visiting some of the malls. I've visited Town Center Mall before, which is in Boca Raton, which is one of the malls I had to go to when I was doing my connecting bus route to get to on Boomers. You have BurgerFi here, you know. There was a lot of things. So this is now called the Square, which was formerly known as City Place. And I guess they changed the name because I believe a lot of places have the name City Place, not in South Florida, but in general. Like, there's a lot of places that have City Place in it. So we are now at Okeechobee Boulevard, which is one of the center streets of I believe over there is the Kravitz Center for the Performing Arts. Okeechobee Boulevard is one of the center streets of downtown West Palm Beach, so you're gonna get that. So, oh yeah, this is it. So I think we're done. We're gonna do a brief part 2 of downtown West Palm Beach. This is basically downtown West Palm Beach. I'm not gonna be out on the outskirts of West Palm because I came up here by train, just to give you a depth of how the South Florida system works. So I'm gonna be standing around here, and if I want to do the outskirts, I'll do the outskirts. But for the video wise, we're giving you downtown West Palm Beach. So I'm not doing any other videos if I go like to any other place, like if I go to the zoo or museum or something. I'm not giving you a video of that. That would be a future reference. We're just doing a video of this area alone for now, and then we're gonna come across more videos on a future trip up here. But we are in downtown West Palm Beach at the Square, formerly known as City Place, and this is part 1, and I will see you in a few minutes. This is the Round Table Talk. I'm your host, C Money. I'll see you in a little bit.